What's up, everybody? It is Thursday. It is now hopefully time for me to be sure that I've got the audio somewhat working on this thing. 4 minutes and 36 seconds in the other videos where I actually turned that up a little bit. I was trying my best to match both lines up. And maybe we got this mess. But anyways, we will be seeing the weekend. It's coming real fast. And if you like what I do on this channel, maybe you'll like what I do on the weekends, which is a little different than what we do here. We like to work on stuff and everything, and I have a whole other channel dedicated to that. Not going to name that channel on account that algorithms in YouTube and AI picks up on all that stuff, and I really try my best to isolate myself from that other. But maybe it'll slide through your algorithm. And if you see this tea bucket in the back, that's me. You'll see the little my thing. But anyhow, today at 6 o'clock North Carolina time, or East Coast time, or Virginia time, whatever state you're in, at 6 o'clock at that time, and it's an hour less every time zone. I do a live stream with some people that are my main goal in this world is, right now as we speak, is to save America. And we're going on a little bit of a limb. Now, when you have a movement, you need to produce more of it. You need a lot of this to make a whole lot of that. And I've worked with a lot of people we can help them get up and running. I've had help. To get where I'm at right now, people have shielded for me out there in Tubeland and helped me get this channel going. And I return the favor by helping them and also other people that are trying to up and come. And we'll do a live stream tonight on a whole nother channel. I'll put an advertisement in my community post part where you'll be able to see the link and all that. You can go to that tonight. And if you like what I do here, you're going to really like what we do on this other podcast because of the fact that I get to be me. I get to run around. Not really run around, but I get to say what I want to say. We get to laugh. We have, and then we also bring out really hard-hitting evidence and articles that really, really shape the narrative in the other direction to show people what's going on. And so I hope later on tonight maybe you'll tune into that. That starts, like I say, at 6 p.m. East Coast time. I think that would be like 3 o'clock California time, West Coast time. But anyhow, please do that. So there is something this came up in this mainstream article that I picked up, and these toddlers have been diagnosed with dementia, 2 and 6. Now, okay, say the 2-year-old hasn't had the sauce, but the parents have. Say the 6-year-old hadn't had the sauce, but the parents have. Say, for instance, the parents thought it was a good idea after 14 months to get them sauced up, when this all came out. And something happened. Something's not right about this. Children don't get dementia. Maybe not. I've never heard of it. So I'm going to do that article first, and I've got some other stuff to show you, and I think you'll enjoy. Let's just roll through this right quick. Let me get this me out of the way. Look at that. There is the Democrat Party right there. Darkness in itself. The phone's ringing. I'll be right back. All right, so I'm back. Anyways, I shouldn't even say that. That was wrong because we have a uniparty system. That's darkness. That was Republican Democrats mixed together. I shouldn't be so one-sided because if you look at what's going on right now, we've got a uniparty system running hard against us in America. And a good example of corruption at its best would be this. This is a video that I'm going to show you, but I can't play the audio because it does have music in the background, and anything that has that, YouTube just be like, ooh, OMG, OMG. OMG Media, by the way, James O'Keefe is doing a great work. He's actually superseding the company that he started, that they kicked him out, and he's doing a great job. So check him out, OMG Media. Here's what it says. A family of Washington State received a heartbreaking news about their 2 boys. The Michael 6 and Oliver 2 were both diagnosed with Batten's disease, or CLM2, affecting the nervous system. The rare genetic disorder leads to a loss of speech, motor skills, eyesight, and eventually dementia and death. Around the age of 4, the older brother began rolling his eyes, which they later learned were small seizures. And for now, the parents putting it off for as long as possible, telling the boys they only have a few years to live. Okay. I don't know the details behind that, so that's just a sad story in general. Really, it is. Now, it could have nothing to do with what I was saying a minute ago. The only reason why I even brought that up is because nobody's given us real solid information about what's really going on with that. So it leaves us in speculation to try to figure out which direction to go and what may be happening. And we've got data that's been completely just annihilated, deleted, distorted, and so it could make somebody go in that direction and say, what happened to these poor kids, you know? And I know that the 4-year-old, they say it was one of them was 4 and 6. So this is all within a time frame where that could possibly be the case. It could be. And over here, check this out. Now, this is a California district attorney. And when I seen this, I was like, what side is this dude on? Okay, here we go. Oh, yeah, here we go. A little audio.
From the city attorney's office. And what she wrote was, SPD is simply not issuing citations for unlawful camping, unlawful storage, obstruction of sidewalk, or any city code violation.
So what it is, one of his employees was the chick that got hit with the steel water bottle container that completely crushed her eye cavity where she has to have reconstructive surgery done. That was one of his employees, office chicks, whatever you want to call it. That's so chauvinistic. Office chick, bring me some coffee. And oops, I dropped my pencil. Can you pick that up? I'm sorry. I don't know what I'm talking. But anyways, this guy's talking about, he says that he is trying to, the reason why he's not charging anybody is because he's not having any crimes brought to him. Nobody's bringing him any charges for him to decide what to do with. So, get mad at him, but hold on.
Violations for homeless encampments. And the city attorney for Sacramento goes on to say, our data indicates that we have received 0 citations and referrals for prosecution. And we can't prosecute cases if they're not sent to us. So that raises a lot of questions. Why pass an ordinance if you're not going to enforce it? Out of 800 police officers, there's not a single citation for these ordinance violations. Out of 37 city attorneys, there's not a single prosecution.
This is San Francisco, by the way. San Francisco. And he goes on. I'll skip through a little bit. He goes on. Check this out.
Judge Nunley's order never prohibited the city and their representatives from enforcing other laws. Public storage, starting fires, obstructing the sidewalk so that individuals who are handicapped can't use the sidewalk.
Hey, check it out. Look at the scales of justice over there. That's sort of like a meme in itself.
Judge Nunley's order did not prohibit the city from doing that. And what did the city do? Absolutely nothing.
Yeah. And keep this video somewhat short and sweet. In that same article where he was talking, he said, yeah, that was one of my peoples that got hit with that metal thing and a metal water bottle and took her out. And nothing ever happened, by the way. Nothing to that person. Biden loses it. Ha! Here we go. Strength and energy.
No paid much attention to that in either party. But guess what? I'm paying attention.
Oh yeah, that's real creepy. You're paying attention, all right. By the way, you see that windmill in the back? There's a bird, a bald eagle of rarity, just flew into that and died. And there's some dead whales down there in the very bottom of it. And what he's talking about is, getting us off a reliable energy structure so that we can have a life of tyranny and no energy, and which in itself causes a lot of social inequities amongst everybody. So in other words, wow, way to go, way to kill a bird with a bunch of birds with one stone. Ironically enough, as that machine says, because there's no road to equality underneath what they're trying to do. Because there will be, but it'll be total. Everybody have nothing, and you'll be happy about it. Yeah, and does anybody know anything about this? There's this. This is a thing. I didn't know this, but there's this poor girl who was 15 years old at the time, or 14. I've heard 15, I've heard 14, but she's dead now. And she was a social media influencer, and I'd never heard any of her stuff. I don't know anything about it. But she was well known for, at the age of 9 or 10 years old, for being extremely boisterous and using a lot of cuss words and foul language and just stuff that a 9-year-old would never know unless somebody exposed her to it or told her to say it. And then so the leaked video came out about her when this was back in 2017. This video footage came out whenever she was supposed to be filming one of these TikTok episodes, and she's being told what to say by her older brother, who is dead as well. Both of these two have been found dead. The parents are now under investigation. It says, it's with a heavy heart we are sharing devastating news that our beloved Claire Sutton's tragic past. Now look, if this chick would have lived very much longer than 15 with the way that she was raised and possibly, I would love to say a lot of stuff. I'd love what Jeffrey Epstein does to people. But this algorithm is, I'm just trying to get these videos out. So certain words I'm just going to be careful on saying. Only reason because of the fact that I know it's bad enough already. They throttled his old channel. But anyhow, it's cool. I'm fine. I'm glad to be here. But so some of the words I'm going to trip up on because of the fact that I just don't want to use the exact word for the exact thing for the exact moment. Please bear with me on that. But during this time of intense sorrow, we kind of lost privacy and this, that, and Lil Tay becomes famous in 2017 for her brash on-screen persona with curse-laden monologues boasting about mansion cars, bundles of cash. She disappeared from the internet after a video leaked with a voice behind the camera feeding her lines, which people speculated to be her brother. Insider reported that a battle then ensued for the future of her career with her manager, Harry Tsing, a Chinese dude, father, and Christopher Hope, a promoter, Chris Jones, on one side, and her mother, Angela Tien, and brother on the and a brother on the other. Whoa. Okay. There you go. They were pimping this poor girl out, this poor youngin'. They were well, but we don't know. Yeah. Check the Epstein logs. We'll see what's on that. But in 2021, Tay's Instagram account became active after years of dormancy when posts seemingly from her brother accused their father of physical and mental abuse and stealing all of Tay's money. And Hope denied these allegations with a cease and desist order on Instagram at time. And then the insider has reached out to Tay's family and to some comments, and you didn't get much of that. But the family's under investigation right now. Something is up with that. But both of those people are no longer with us anymore. And that's a sad, tragic story. And speaking of sad, tragic story, what you can do to a political career in 15 minutes. DeSantis needs to stick to being governor of Florida, because I'm going to give him some credit right here because he deserves it. This is where he shines at. This is where he needs to be at. Governor DeSantis suspends elected state attorney claiming she has political agenda. And he's done this before with other DAs and whatnot. That's a term that we use around here whenever we want to try to make sure we conglomerate everything into one box. That's called unity. Phone's ringing again. So I'm going to go ahead and get off of here. And I got a lot going on. We're going to be live tonight. I'll put an advertisement in the community post sections. Thank you so very much for tuning in. Please hit the like, subscribe, and share. And guys, don't worry. We got a way out of this, and I'm out.